Allow Incheon you visited started producing forklifts in 1968. We do all processes from design and manufacturing to production and shipment. The main production products are diesel, LPG, electric counterbalance, lithium-ion battery forklift. Recently, we are progressively leading eco-friendly policies by developing unmanned forklifts and hydrogen forklifts. We are exporting 173 models of 62 types to overseas markets in 86 countries. Welcome to Allow Incheon, a company that is constantly growing. We will start with visitor safety training. Allow Incheon has established and operated EHS policies based on the management philosophy of human respect and environmental preservation. Allow Incheon complies with EHS policies and continuously improves them. Your current location is the Safety Training Center in 468 Lounge. In case of emergency, the primary assembly points are designated at the main gate and the South Gate Square. The second assembly point is the opposite bus stop and the playground of Mansok Elementary School. Upon arriving at the site you are visiting, please check the nearest emergency evacuation route. Areas marked in yellow are designated as areas where vehicles can pass and work is permitted. The following 4 congested areas are being intensively managed. The Southgate Square intersection is crowded with factory visit vehicles, logistic vehicles, and parts unloading work at the same time. The main road in front of the building is congested with forklift trucks and tow trucks moving, and parts unloading being carried out at the same time. The main gate plaza is crowded with forklifts and container trucks moving, and parts loading and unloading at the same time. The inside of the factory is crowded with forklift trucks and tow trucks moving and working all the time. Due to the high level of congestion in the company, we have designated a pedestrian passage for safety, so please comply with it when passing through. Places marked in red are R&D facilities. Taking photos is prohibited. Places marked in purple are where forklift driving tests are conducted and are prohibited areas. Please be careful for your safety. In Allow Incheon, visitors may experience collisions with forklifts and vehicles, so be very careful about hanging objects in fieldwork. For visitors' safety, please enter only the designated areas under the guidance of the person in charge, while moving along the pedestrian aisle at all times, and please refrain from using your mobile phone. The following are the basic EHS compliance guidelines for visitors to Allow Incheon. Entry and movement outside of designated areas is prohibited. Pedestrians must follow the designated pathways, and the use of mobile phones while walking is prohibited. Drivers must adhere to speed limits and stop, and refrain from using mobile phones. Waste must be separated and discharged of properly, and unauthorized discharge is prohibited. Access to restricted areas is only permitted with the approval of staff. Please be sure to understand and comply with these guidelines. In case of an accident, please report it immediately to the EHS team extension number 032-459-1119 through 1123. Before reporting, evacuate to a safe place. Please include the time and location of the accident, the current situation in front of your site, and the name and company of the reporter. In the case of site visitors, after wearing a work cap, please follow the guide's instructions and move to the pedestrian aisle. In the factory, tow trucks and forklifts move and work frequently. Because there is a lot of heavy material handling, a large number of cranes are installed. For your safety, please move to the sidewalk and be careful of hanging objects. Construction workers must wear safety helmets and safety shoes. When working at heights, it is mandatory to wear a safety belt and double hooks to prevent falls. When working with fire, be sure to wear safety mask, safety glasses, and welding gloves to prevent skin and eye burn accidents. When working with electricity, wear insulating gloves and boots, and use a voltage detector to prevent an electric shock accident. When conducting confined work, be sure to wear a respirator mask and a gas detector to ensure safety. When working with chemicals, wear a gas mask, safety goggles, and protective gear to protect your body. After setting the no access zone before starting, you must carry out the work in a two-person team. Let's take a look at the accident prevention way during construction work. In high-altitude work, falling accidents occur most frequently. For prevention, always wear a safety belt and fasten the safety ring. If it is not possible to attach a safety harness when working on roof, a safety rope with a safety belt must be installed first before proceeding with the work. When working with fire, the most common accidents are fires and burns to the skin and eyes due to sparks. To prevent it, workers should wear welding gloves, a protective mask, and goggles. To prevent fire accidents, install flame retardant cloth on the floor, prevent spark scattering with a spark prevention cover, and place a fire extinguisher nearby. When welding and cutting work from the top, a welding umbrella is installed to prevent scattering. In addition, a fire watch must be assigned to prevent fires caused by work, and a 2-hour fire watch must be conducted after the work is completed. Confined space work, suffocation accidents occur most often. It is a dangerous job that if an accident occurs, half of the accident victims will die. For prevention, use an exhaust fan before entry to ventilate and measure the concentration of complex gases before entry. All workers must wear a respirator mask and a mixed gas concentration measuring device and carry equipment that communicates with the outside when entering the workspace. Electric shock is the most common accident in electrical work. For prevention accident, wear insulated gloves and boots and check the live wire condition through a voltage detector before work. If the electricity is on, work should be prohibited. In chemical work, accidents related to skin and respiratory issues are common. To prevent such accidents, it is important to wear a gas mask, security mask, and other dedicated protective gear before starting the work. When storing chemicals temporarily, they should be sealed with a lid, cap, or cover to prevent leaks. The storage area should be selected in a shaded location and marked as a restricted access zone with safety tape. If a chemical leak occurs, please use the emergency equipment storage box installed both inside and outside the workplace to take necessary measures. Lastly, we use QR codes to check visitors and make safety pledges. You must complete the pledge to be recognized as completing the safety training, so please proceed with this. There are 2 methods for using QR code. You can use the default camera on your mobile phone to access it. Simply access the QR code by turning on the camera and taking a picture of it. A link will be generated at the top or bottom, which you can click to access the content. The second method is to use the Naver app. Click on the circular button at the bottom of the Naver app home screen, and then click on the lens option on the left side to switch to camera mode. Access the QR code by taking a picture of it. A link will be generated at the top or bottom, which you can click to access the content. We will now complete the visitor safety training. We hope you have a safe day today. Thank you.